Hello and welcome to today's video. So this time I'm delighted to be able to share with you the latest offering from Deis and Wyatt Doyle, and that's this one, Maneaters. Now this is their latest addition to the men's adventure library, and these are classic short stories that have been pulled from the pages of 50s, 60s and 70s men's adventure magazines. Now this particular one focuses, as you can guess, on sharks and shark related stories, and boy oh boy, you are in for a treat. I absolutely love this and I cannot wait to share it with you. So sit back, relax, and let's get to it. So here is the handsome tome that is Maneaters, and it feels really good with that striking cover and just the right sort of format and amount of pages. Now the book opens with a foreword by Steve Cheskin. Now Steve was the guy who created Shark Week on the Discovery Channel, so knows a bit or two about sharks, and it's a really interesting little foreword. And then there's Deis's preface, and here he talks about how Godfather author Mario Puzo wrote early shark stories for the men's adventure magazines, and of course these paved the way and were an influence for Jules author Peter Benchley. Now each story has factual information by a shark expert at the end. These are the biting back sections, and usually these debunk the story that's just gone before it, but also they do tell you which grains of truth were actually contained in the story, and it's those grains of truth which have been glorified and expanded on for the men's adventure magazine. Now there's a really interesting essay by Wyatt Doyle, and here he states that writers would often ignore or turn a blind eye to the facts in lieu of a great story. Often in these stories the protagonist would be just trying to survive the ordeal or the situation that they found themselves in, rather than trying to conquer their foe. Now throughout the book there are beautiful full colour cover reproductions, usually crediting the original cover artists, and these are bright, bold and gorgeous to behold. Certainly I absolutely love seeing these in full size, such as they are. Now my favourite story was Kiss Me, Killer Shark, which was actually a true story. So basically when a small plane ditches in the sea and the survivors have to battle sharks until rescued. It's really well written, and it's true edge of sea action. Even more so when you find out it was actually a true story. The stories do vary, so they are variations on a theme involving sharks. So you've got the aforementioned crashed plane, you've got a sunken ship, sharks that prefer to attack women over men, sharks guarding Nazi gold, I kid you not, sharks versus dolphins, you get the idea. There we are, the giant shark that guarded Rommel's treasure. It's brilliant. It's still a great story. So we're about halfway through the review, and I just wanted to pause there and thank my loyal Patreon and channel members for supporting myself and the channel. Thank you very much. So this is a bit on Mario Puzo, the Godfather meets Jules. And a really interesting piece there where Wyatt Doyle interviewed artist Mort Kunstler, and he talks about painting the famous Mad magazine cover, the one where they took a look at the Jules movie, and apparently Mad magazine were so impressed with his depiction of Alfred E. Newman that they wanted him to continue doing all the Mad covers. Now there is quite a bit about sharks being threatened and or overfished throughout the world, and how certain species are near extinction. And I really like this element of actual fact, because sharks certainly are under threat around the world. As you can see going through though, it has just the right balance of text and cover illustrations. It's just fantastic. There's another really interesting article on shark repellent, which I had no idea about this, but it does actually exist. You stick it in the water and it releases this sort of dye which the sharks don't like going near. It's interesting, but time and again the experts point out that shark attacks on humans are rare, and that's also worth remembering. Now there is an afterforward by Jack Pence. Now he was the writer tasked with penning the sequel to the movie Deep Blue Sea. I don't know if you've ever seen that one, but that's a cracking movie. This was definitely a book that I just loved every single strip that was contained within, and I read it in just a couple of sittings. It's just that good. I would say it could well be my favourite of the entire Men's Adventure library so far. It is that good. I'm very interested to see what the editors are going to come up with next, because I just don't know where they're going to go from here. To see the other books in the series, just go to the official website, and I'll put a link for that one down below. But there's all the other books published under Wyatt Doyle's imprint, the new texture. Fantastic stuff. If you'd like to see more, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and click on one of the videos on screen now.